Welcome to Laexcellence IAS Academy. My name is Ravinder. We are happy to announce Geography Environment Mapping Program, that is the GEM program, under the leadership of Ram Babu sir, who is the director of Laexcellence IAS Academy. So this is the first time we are launching the mapping program, Geography and Environment Mapping Program. In this mapping program, we are going to cover static plus current affairs, places in news, because last year we have done almost 14 batches in the mapping program. In the program, and unlike other institution, what we are going to cover here, we are not going to show only the mapping area. We have to discuss the static part. Means here in the exam, the current affairs plus static will be covered, right? So most of the students, they are not able to understand, because the reason behind that, the clarity of information, they are having quantity but they are not having the quality information, the random preparation, so lack of guidance. So here in our Laexcellence IAS Academy, we are going to provide very comprehensive package, the program regarding the mapping. Here geography plus environment, both the programs we are synchronizing and we are giving in the holistic manner. Of course, the program has been proved last year, past 5 years continuously we are successfully running. So this is the first time we are launching the program. This is the mapping program, GEM program in Hyderabad, right? So what are the topics and what is our course, what is the schedule, and what kind of content? So is there any previous year question, practice question? And it is very feasible manner. You can see here geography, environment and mapping program. So here what are the features? Here 35 plus marks, already I mentioned. See, it is more than the 35. I will be proving, I will be substantiating also, go and check it out. And I will be providing this data in the class. So the class will be commence on 9th December 2024, right? So here 35 plus marks in the prelims. See, first of all, in the geography, over 15 plus questions in prelims and over 22 to 25 questions in the environment. So if you collectively combine, so how many? Over 40 question means 80 marks. Sometimes it cross 80 plus also, and on average the bracket 60 to 80 marks if you are adding the geography and environment, these two subjects. But students are not going, they are not revising, not reading, means they are not having the quality information. So in this situation, in this condition, the Laexcellence IAS Academy trying to bring the quality information for the prelims point of view. And in this mapping program, not only the prelims, here IR, international relations, means some of the areas will be covered. So you need not to worry about that. Current affairs, places in news, separate class, right? Apart from that, here you can see in the futures 25 plus hours of the mapping program. Means here we are giving very comprehensive manner. You can see in the Delhi also I have taken so many classes regarding the mapping program. And practice MCQ I will be giving after the class. Then you will be also solving the questions. And hybrid classes, major topic geography and environment, places in news, right? So I will be showing each and everything, then we'll be discussing, right? So you can see here the topics to be covered in the geography environment mapping program. So it is very comprehensive program. We are having almost 12 classes, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. Last class would be places in news. It is completely current affairs program. Current affairs program, right? The first class here, Ramsar sites, mangroves, corals. These three I will be covering in the first class. See, there will be question all the time, sir, Ramsar site, mangroves, corals. But these topics are very dynamic. because last year the Ramsar sites 50 plus, now 56. So before exam, the number might be increasing. Maybe 57 or 60 or maybe stagnant, that is the 56. And mangroves, corals, what are the reasons? How much mangrove has been present in the country or worldwide? Means we are not going to cover only India, we are also covering the world information also. Then corals, you might have seen that the mangroves, corals and Ramsar site, from this area at least 2 questions, but 100% one question guarantee. ये क्वेश्चन तो आपको जरूरी रहेगा, one question, sometimes 2 question, right? Then we are having the national parks, wildlife sanctuary. Here you can also add biosphere reserves, hot spots, cold spots, other things. So you might have read that, sir, we know the biosphere reserves, national park, wildlife sanctuary. See, day by day the national parks, wildlife sanctuary, biosphere reserves, tiger reserves, elephant reserves, vultures corridor, and number of things are increasing. And from this area you are getting 100% question, right? Recently the government of India banned 2 drugs which are impacting, which are threatening the life of the vultures. You know the vulture which is killing them, that is the diclofenac. But recently government of India banned 2 drugs which are killing or impacting or threatening the life of the vultures. Those points will be covered. Their problems, what are the steps taken by, what are the initiatives taken by the government of India. Apart from the government, what is the cooperation, coordination between the center and the state will be also covered. The difference between the national park, wildlife sanctuary, what is the criteria, each and every national park, wildlife sanctuary, which river is passing through the national park, wildlife sanctuary, what are the dams, what are the species are relocated, right? And here in the national park, whether central government or state government is having the power, right? What is the central government role in this, in the case of the national park and wildlife sanctuary, biosphere reserves, right? So this criteria will be discussed here. At least you will be having 2 questions, means here 2 question, here 2 question, means 4 means how many marks? 8 marks, especially these 2 areas, right? And when it comes to tiger reserve, elephant reserves, of course this is also combinedly, we can say minimum 3. So here too sometime almost all आपको 3 to 4 questions मिलेगा here, class 2 and class 3, right? Then we are having the class 4, vegetation and soils. See, this topic seems to be very static, but they are asking the static place through the map, what kind of soils present in the country. So earlier you might have read that previous year question, the concentration of the red soils present in the country because of the diffusion or concentration, why they are in red color. And most of the students, they attempted the concentration, so that was the wrong. So rather diffusion of iron oxide. So here, what are the soils from the north to south or east to west, right? What kind of crops can be grown in the soils? And then vegetation. In vegetation, whenever you are moving, right, either east to west or west to east, what kind of vegetation is being changed in their pattern? Why vegetation is declining? Some areas increasing, some areas decreasing. What kind of vegetation can be grown in the equatorial forest, semi-evergreen forest, monsoon forest? Again, monsoon forest divided into 2. That is the tropical moist deciduous forest, tropical dry deciduous forest. You have to remember those plants examples also. And number of other aspects will be covered in our vegetation and soils. And what are the initiatives taken by the government of India? Last year in the vegetation 2021, there was a question. Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and northeastern India, states are in decreasing order, descending order, ascending order. There was a question. Means you have to read very thoroughly. Means you are interlinking the map with the static part. Means you are covering entire the geography plus environment. Right? Apart from the vegetation and soils, here at least from the vegetation one question and from the soil sometimes one, two. So almost here two question. Means in the first four classes, two, almost 8 questions. Chalo, मान लो आप 7 question. If you consider 7 question also 14 marks. Right? I hope you are understanding here. And after that, we will be taking the India physical map. Very, very lengthy topic, this one, in the Indian geography. And what are the things to be covered here? What are the topics? Hills, ranges, latitude, longitude, glaciers, plateaus, and apart from the islands. That is Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Recently, you might have seen that Prime Minister of India, that is the Modi ji, visited the Laexcellence and tourist number has been increased. What are the islands are prominent there? And there was also one coral summit, right, in 2018. That was the at Bangaram Island. It was also prelims question. See, this is not only to the only UPSC students. You can also apply in the state exam, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, because mapping is equal to all the competitive exams. It is not confining only UPSC, right? So this topic will be very comprehensively will be covered in the class. Sir, you are saying only this topic, other topics also I will be covering, but here this topic takes lot of time. More energy. If you are thorough with this topic, in mains you are going to write 100% one question. Trust me. Right? Then we are having the agriculture crops. From the agriculture crops, 100%. 2 question. 100%. I am giving the guarantee. Right? What is the temperature? What is the altitude? Right? What kind of soil is required here? That's why if you are thorough with the vegetation and soil here, then that will be helping here the agricultural crops. What is the India's position? And which country is producing more rice, wheat, whatever the things? These questions has been asked in your prelims exam. So those international pattern also included in the agricultural crops. Almost most of the crops I will be covering in this class, agricultural crops. Whether what kind of the crops are agricultural efficiency, what are the water guzzling crops, water relishing crops, water intensive crops, even the same name. But whenever you are using in the exam, try to emulate these points in the exam, right? Agricultural crops, here 2 questions, here 2 questions, means 4 questions. Means every topic you are having at least minimum 1, maximum 2 or 3, right? Then you are having the Indian river system and dams. Here also same. Indian river system. Any competitive exam, there will be one question from this topic. Dams, that could be the multi-purpose projects. Recently, some dams also burst in the Bihar and other places. What is the role of the dams in the natural environment? How they are hindering the movement of the dolphins or crocodiles or other species, right? This questions has been asked. It is not directly, it is the application based. Application based is required when it comes to this kind of the dams and all. For example, you might have read that dolphins are not moving from one place to other place because they are confined by particular dam. What are the reasons? What are the threats? So these topics also in river system and dams with the diagram with respect to prelims plus mains I will be covering here. All the dams, major dams, right? Then after that we are having the industries, ports and railways. Now government of India is having the Sagarmala project, Bharat Mala, I hope you are understanding. Inland waterways, national waterways, how many waterways are present? What are the famous waterways present in the country? From where they are moving, where they are connecting from one place to other place? What are the states to be covered in that? And is there any state cooperation what are the threats to this, what are the threats to this, to those projects, right? And industries, ports, highways, this topic is very, very important. At least if you are thorough with the industry, ports, highways, this topic will help you in the economy also. Geography, economy, environment, and IR is also being covered here, right? From this topic, at least one question, industry, sports, highways, right? So here you can see above that we are having the 8 question. Here 2, 2, 6, 7 question, means 8 plus 7 almost 15 question, means 30 marks. Then we are having the continents, and the students, and what they are having the opinion regarding the North America, just they are observing what are the, how many continents are present, what are the countries are present in that continent. No, it is not like that. Every country you have to take in the, see, if you are thorough with these topics, North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, you can write at least 1-2 questions in the mains, in the geography part. Trust me. 2022-2021, there was a question from the Japan area, right? So here North America, we are covering what are the hills, ranges, rivers, and what are the characteristic monsoon, climate, monsoon, right? What are the steps taken by particularly Canada and America, United States of America, right? So here, so what are the migration is going on, especially in this area, North America, right? So then South America, Europe, for example, you might have seen that here government of India, we have the agreement with the certain countries for the lithium purpose, right? Ramnath Kovind ji also visited that place. I am expecting that place, but now to Murmu is there. But here, from this area, I am expecting Golden Triangle and all, right? You can see Europe. Europe here downside, you are having the Mediterranean region. What are the countries are connected, are connecting to the Mediterranean region, right? And then downside, you are having the Palestine, Gaza, and Israel, right? So here these countries are clashing, and how Africa and Europe is separated, what are the reasons, and we'll be learning that straight, whatever the things, we will be learning everything in the South America and Europe. And once you are thorough with the North America, then very easy in the South America. Then we will be reading the Europe. And you can see here, after that we are having the Africa and Asia. Africa is very, very important nowadays, because everyone, because the mineral resource rich place in the world, you are having rare earth metals, minerals, right? So Africa, Asia will be covered very comprehensively, right? It takes a lot of time, but I will be covering here. I will take at least 2 to 3 classes for the Africa and Asia. It is not mapping program. In the mapping program, you are having the static part with current affairs, so that you will be able to connect these points with the prelims as well as the mains. So overall comprehensive development with this program. Then places in news. Last class would be places in news, current affairs. That is very, very important. And see, this is not, if I am covering these places, this is not final. So before exam, there will be number of new places will be added, because current affairs always will be added to your class, right? Try to read all these things. So try to attend this class December 9th, 2024, right? So these topics will be covered. You can see here 15, come se come North America 1, South America, Europe at least 2, Africa, Asia at least 1 or 2. Here come se come 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 15, right? So 15, almost 21 questions, means almost you will be receiving 42 marks from the mapping program. This program incredibly helping you students, trust me, because here the what happened problem is that you are having the quantity but you are not having the quality. Try to attend my class in Laexcellence IAS Academy, definitely you will be gaining more knowledge what you are expecting. And I will be giving the previous year questions. I will be discussing in the class. I will be knowing number of points from you, so that what happened, both the sides communication should be required, right? So if any further queries, you can reach out to our institution number. Already we have given certain numbers, you can connect, and this program will be helping to our Delhi students as well as Hyderabad students. So try to connect, and if you are having any queries, so contact the Laexcellence IAS Academy. So this is our program, so you can go through. So we are launching on 9th December 2024. Timing is 5 p.m. in the evening time, right? So this is the schedule. So you can see, you can contact this number, Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad. So this is our Hyderabad Laexcellence IAS Academy. If you are having further queries, you can reach out the institution. Thank you all.